I'm Mike Copeland, also known as the Fridge Man to a lot of people. I am attempting to be the first man to ever climb Kilimanjaro while carrying a fridge on his back to represent the burden of mental health. It doesn't really matter what it is. You know, the fridge is just a representation. It's a big, heavy, awkward object, just like mental health. Like talking about mental health, it's very awkward, especially for men. So the fridge represents that burden of mental health, and it was basically a conversation starter. So which I have done before, I've done charity events where I've been wearing a t-shirt and no one speaks to you, no one knows what you're doing. So the fridge in essence is a way to get people up about their own mental health. So on the sides of the fridge there was mental health phrases like suicide, depression, anxiety, overthinking. So it was almost like a visual representation of mental health if someone could see how you feel. I joined the army. Obviously that's a lot of physical training. I become a personal trainer in the army, a PTI, and then when I left the army, that's when obviously I started struggling with overthinking, and I started bodybuilding, and that was basically my way of getting the structure and the discipline and the routine back that I lost when I left the army. And that's why, you know, when a lot of lads leave the army, you know, they struggle to reintegrate to civilian life because, you know, they feel lost. They've had this regimen, they've had this discipline, this routine. A lot of people think I'm absolutely off my head, like, which, you know, it's not a normal thing to do, is it, carrying a fridge up a mountain? But, you know, like I said, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's, you know, it's the representation. I think a lot of people do get it when they see me climbing with this fridge and they see all the mental health phrases on the side. Some people who are struggling, which a lot of people have come up to me while I've been on these training hikes and opened up about the mental health, and that's exactly what it was intended to do, to get people to open up about their mental health. Friends and family, you know, they're proud of me. Some people just think, you know, it's odd, which it is. It's not a normal thing to do, but, you know, to get a reaction as such, or get people talking about a subject that, you know, especially men don't want to talk about, it kind of takes, you know, a extreme way of getting it out there to get people talking. We all struggle with our mental health. It doesn't matter whether it's small or major. You know, you've got the high spectrum of PTSD, you've got, you know, people who, you know, got money worries or whatever, but mental health's relative. It doesn't care who it affects. So, you know, all I'd say is try and put these positive outlets in place. You know, help yourself as much as you can. If you need help, go and get help. If you need to speak out, speak out. It's you know, a lot better for you to speak out to a friend than then go to your funeral. So yeah, I think don't be afraid to talk about it. You're not weak if you speak.